Hello everyone, welcome to a Speedpaint. Sorry for the voiceover jump scare. This one's gonna have a lot of rambling. I'm also deciding to do more voiceovers because I've realized that I actually really like listening to vlogs specifically that have voiceover. I just like throwing something on and then hearing someone talk in the background. They can be talking about anything and it's just nice to have that on in the background, especially while I'm drawing. So I want to make more speed paints, obviously, but I also just wanted to add the voiceover element to it, just so if any of you want to throw this on while you're working, maybe I can keep people company for a change. I also feel like though there are a lot of people that just like to watch speed paints and not have a voiceover playing in the background, so I've decided that I'm going to be uploading a voiceover version and a non-voiceover version of the same speed paint so people can choose. I don't know. Also, the ones with voiceover will probably be less sped up, just so that gives me more time to ramble about whatever the hell I decide to ramble about. I'm just going to be talking about random topics that come into my noggin. They might be art related, they might not be art related. I don't know yet, but if you guys have any specific art questions or art topics that you want me to talk about, or convention stuff, I am trying to vlog more of my convention adventures. I'd be more than happy to answer anything. So now let me talk about my drawing process a little bit, just because this piece was a little bit difficult for me. A little bit difficult? It was actually really difficult. So I started off the video with a bunch of like really ugly, fugly concept sketches just to see what I kind of wanted to draw. And then I started off with the first rough sketch. After the first rough sketch, I went in with the second rough sketch. And if you see me coloring it in grayscale, the only reason I did that was because this was actually a zine piece. So I had to kind of send my progress off to the mods for them to approve and stuff. So I just wanted it to be a little bit more clear to look at, which is why I did that grayscale version. Then this piece, like I said, was a little bit difficult. And so I actually started with figuring out the colors. I usually don't do that. I normally am pretty linear with how I work. I normally do like sketch, line art, base colors, shading, and then like tweaks and stuff. But for some reason, I decided to go in with color planning for like tentative colors. Gonna kind of just like splotched them everywhere. And then I decided to clean up my sketch into line art, which I do that sometimes. Normally, I am a big fan of doing like really clean line art. So I don't always do this, but for this one, I felt like it fit the vibe. So I would just erase and redo some lines and leave certain sketchy lines still. So yeah, I did that, and then I moved into base coloring. And also in the beginning, you're gonna see me using like a motorcycle model because I wasn't allowed to figure out how to draw a motorcycle for this one piece, okay? And I traced that helmet, and I don't really care. Trace things, who gives a fuck? As long as it's not other people's art, it's fine. Like, just get a stock image and trace that. Who cares? Do I need to know how to draw a helmet? Not really. I just needed it for this one piece, so trace it, I don't care. If you guys want the exact Clip Studio asset that I used for the motorcycle, I can try and find it. If you actually have any questions about any of my brushes or assets that I use, like my chains or like the motorcycle, etc., feel free to ask. I can definitely go back into my clip file and try to see which ones I used, and then I can put them in a comment, and like the pinned comment for you guys if that's something you're interested in. And then during the coloring process, you'll see that I like have the full image on one side and then a more zoomed in version on the other. The zoomed in version is significantly lower quality than the not zoomed in version, so I'm sorry about that. I wish I could fix it, but for some reason Clip Studio's time-lapse function is not the best in terms of like retaining quality. I think they fixed that now. I know that there was a way to do it in my iPad. I drew this piece at my desk on my PC, and this was, I think, before that optimization became a thing. So sorry if it's a little bit blurry. What can you do? Even though my piece is like, I work on really big canvases, so it's like this shouldn't be an issue. but it is, and it's really annoying. But I figured it takes up the screen a bit better to have it like dual like this. And then also I try to edit it so that it's zoomed into the parts where I'm doing more detail work so that you can see that a little bit better. Hopefully that's helpful. I feel like it is, but let me know if it's not. And I don't know why I'm talking like that. Sorry. I'm just having a little goofy time. And then yeah, I basically did a lot of tweaks, color tweaks and stuff. I kind of chose my colors based on the fact that I wanted to do this like greeny teal background. So choosing like oranges / a reddish tone for like everything else kind of helped. Kind of make the colors work together. I'm really not an expert, or not even an expert. Like, I'm not the best when it comes to coloring, in my opinion. So many other artists have like such cool and unique coloring styles and color stories, and I feel like I'm very basic when it comes to that. So I was trying really hard to push myself with this piece, especially because it was for a Z, and I do still really like how the colors came out. And on another note, since I'm here, I also want to thank Copic markers for partially sponsoring my channel. It's not necessarily them sponsoring this video, but they did give me a specific code to use throughout February and March that I wanted to share with you guys. It is an affiliate code, just to be transparent, but I wouldn't talk about it if I didn't actually really like it. Last year in 2024, while I was boothing at Anime Expo, there was actually a Copic booth there, and some of the employees came by my booth and gave me some of their new released markers, which is the Copic Acrea. Specifically, they gave me a silver paint marker pen, and oh my god, it changed my life. At the time, it was like an exclusive sneak peek because they weren't released in the US yet. They were only available in Japan, so some people at Anime Expo got to try the Copic Acrea markers early, and I was one of them, and I literally fell in love with that marker. It's probably the best metallic marker I've ever used. I'm actually gonna buy myself a set of the metallic ones just to have, because I have just one singular of the Acrea markers because that's the one I got, but I really want to have more. I love it for signing prints. It dries down so fast and it's so shiny and perfect, and silver, I'm like a silver girly, so I like to sign my prints for, oh my god, for people who ask me to sign prints, first of all, thank you so much. My Sharpies would always dry out after a while, so I kept having to buy more, but the Acrea is so juicy. Oh my god, it's just so good. If you want to buy anything from Copic, I do have a coupon code. Like I said, it is an affiliate code, but you can use it site-wide, not just for the Acrea markers that I specifically love. I don't do a lot of traditional art, but I do own a good amount of like the regular Copics, and I do love them for just like crafting and stuff. But that metallic one changed my life a little bit, especially for conventions. So if you want 25% off your entire order on anything on their website, I'm gonna put the discount code in the description, and like I said, it expires at the end of March, so you have some time to ponder if you want. Obviously no pressure. Copic is a really well-known brand, so their products are really good quality, and I'm just really honored that they reached out to me to even want to give me like a code to give to you guys. But like I said, no pressure whatsoever. I just figured I'd share, and if you feel like buying anything from them, you get a little discount, and it really helps me out a lot, so thank you so much if you do. Okay, now back to rambling about my art process. It kind of looks like I'm not really doing anything here, and for a while I was looking at my footage and I was like, what the hell is even going on here? But I was recoloring the line art color so that it would blend a little bit more. It's a small detail, but I feel like it adds a lot if done correctly. So that's what I was doing here. Then here I was shading this Coke cup forever. It's so sped up, but it took me pretty long, like really long. Oh, also I used like Clip Studio Paint assets for the background and those ice cubes. Like I said, I can link those in the description or a pinned comment if people care about that. And then yeah, if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. This this speed paint was kind of just rambling nonsense. I promise I'll try to be okay, maybe I shouldn't promise. I will try to be a bit more cohesive in my next ones that will have voiceover. I will try to pick like a topic to talk about. Like I said, sorry this one was really rambly, but I hope it was fun to, I don't know, hang out with me for a bit. and let me know your thoughts. Let me know anything you want, really. How was your day? What's your favorite color? Why is America so doomed right now? Starts crying. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it to the end, and please like the video if you liked it. It helps me out a lot, and I hope to see you guys very, very soon. Okay, bye bye!